wanting to film this video all day and you've been procrastinating, and now it's kind of dark outside, so the lighting probably sucks. I'm a pro. Wow, I'm doing a story time while being a complete mess. I am really coming for Tana Mojo's brand in this one. Hey mom and random people on the internet watching this right now, it's Zizi, and the story I'm about to tell you could literally be made into a movie. I don't even know what to title this. I don't even know how to start this whole story, but basically it's about to go down, guys. This son was actually just kidnapped. Like somehow we just like trusted these strangers. He had like attacked by this kind of creepy gang. Probably like kill him and stuff. We traveled all the way here and we were about to save him like last minute, and then this happens. Now quick disclaimer, me as a person, I'm normally not the crazy chick that kind of goes for the crazy dude and kind of has a different boyfriend every week and stuff. Like I never really had a boyfriend. If you've seen my fuckboy series, if you haven't, you should check the link down below. You will know that I'm a fucking virgin that doesn't really believe in love for obvious reasons. So the story I'm about to tell you is about me and this crazy guy. Basically all of this happened on a holiday in Australia, and let me just tell you, it went down. So if you are ready for some major plot twists, keep watching. Basically, as I said, I was on holiday in Australia. I don't even really remember what I was doing that day. I just remember that I was just like out and about, checking out the area. So there I was, just kind of getting lost on the other side of the fucking planet when I ran into this guy. And just by looking at him, I kind of felt a instant connection between the two of us, and I kind of felt like, I know it sounds dumb AF, but I kind of felt like there was a reason that I was there in this moment when he was there in this moment, and we were just like, fuck. Basically he was just like that ginger, cute looking guy in that orange and white striped sweatshirt, and he was just there all by himself, like I was as well. Two lonely strangers in the middle of Australia. It's meant to be. Basically I was like, believe in yourself girl, go up to him, talk to him, whatever. And as soon as I kind of started talking to him, he kind of acted like he was annoyed, he kind of acted like he wasn't interested, and he was just like minding his own business and stuff, but I obviously knew it was just flirting, you know. Anyway, he seemed really excited and kind of energetic about something, so I asked like, what's up, dude? And this is the point where it's about to go down. So basically this guy was about my age, but he told me that he had a son, and that's not the real tea. This son was actually just kidnapped moments before he met me. Now I know this sounds crazy and I know you probably won't believe me, but like I said in the beginning, this could easily be made into a movie. Like this story is like just so crazy and unbelievable. Basically, as I said, I kind of felt a connection to this guy, so I was like, obviously I want to help you. Like you lost your child, I'm gonna help you find that fucking child. Now at this point in time, I didn't have a clue what I was getting myself into, to be honest. So basically we were like still in the same area, asking others if they kind of saw anything, if they kind of know anything, whatever. And I don't even remember exactly, like this was some time ago and I'm not good at remembering anything, to be honest, but I remember that we somehow found out that they actually kidnapped him and took him to Sydney. So I was just like, what the fuck? What are we gonna do now? I'm just like on vacation here. I don't know what to do. Like this is a foreign country. I'm confused. I'm just here with that dude that I just met like half an hour ago, and I don't know anything about him. He probably told me something about him. Like I remember he talked about like his wife passing away right before the birth of his child and stuff. Like it was just like all going down at this point. Meanwhile, this dude, we are just gonna call him M. I don't want to kind of get his name out there. You know, his child was like kidnapped and stuff, like he has enough stuff going on in his life, whatever. So we're just gonna call him M. Oh wow, that was the dumbest thing I ever did on camera. Roll flashback of something dumber I did on camera.
I'm way too lazy to look for a flashback right now, but why don't you just watch every single video that I ever uploaded?
So basically, M was freaking the fuck out, like, oh my gosh, I need to go to Sydney instantly, I need to find my son, like he's a child, I don't know what to do. He's the only thing I have in my life, I care for him, I love him, and he just kind of got kidnapped right in front of my eyes. I'm freaking out, I'm such a bad father, like whatever. So he obviously decided that he needed to travel to Sydney immediately. You know, this is the point where I should have probably been like, oh gosh, like, good luck, I know you can do it, honey, but I'm just gonna stay here, I'm just gonna end my vacation, fly home and stuff. And this is really not the person I am. I'm not spontaneous at all, not even with my friends, let alone like some stranger I just met. That also is involved in a fucking children kidnapping story, like what on earth? But still, I was kind of like feeling the connection and I wanted to help, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna come with you. Basically, the following days were like the craziest I had in my entire life, and it's all going down on this journey. Like, I don't even remember all the details that kind of went down, and I would probably sit here for like 90 minutes. Like, as I said, this could easily be made into a whole movie. So I'm just gonna kind of touch up on a few little things. Like, for example, I remember right in the beginning we were like kind of looking on how to travel to Sydney the fastest and easiest way and stuff, when all of a sudden we get like attacked by this kind of creepy gang, like these chubby dudes, and there were like so many of them, and they came out of nowhere, and I remember they kind of tried to attack us, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I need to get my ass home to Germany. And they basically attacked M, and he lost like his consciousness and stuff, and I had to fight them like the powerful woman I am, and obviously I could have handled this situation easily all by myself. But another group of travelers that were actually also heading to Sydney actually saved us out of the situation. M was like still low-key knocked out, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna decide that we are gonna join them. This might be an opportunity to get to Sydney very fast, and they know the way and stuff, and also like it will be very easy and we are gonna be safe. Like, somehow we just like trusted these strangers. Which, by the way, kids, you should never do, especially like in a foreign country, like if you're backpacking and stuff. Like, don't do that, honey. Learn from my mistakes. This is actually not a song at all. Basically, I remember like M woke up again while we were on the trip, and he also like kind of told everyone where we were going and why we were going there, because like I was all over the place. I didn't even remember why we were going to Sydney. I'm so messed up. No, but like the energy in this big group of travelers was just like awesome. They were all like so lovely and stuff, and I remember that some of them were actually like then leaving the group, and they were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna spread like the message and stuff, like we are gonna find your son, all of us together. And actually, after the whole thing went down, I found out that all of this was like on the media, and it was like all on the news and stuff. Like, everyone knew about it, everyone like spread awareness, everyone was trying to find this child. But at this point, we didn't know about that. Like, we were just like minding our own business, kind of on our way to Sydney. Me still thinking about the fact that this was supposed to be like a chilled holiday, and now I'm on the way to find a kidnapped child. Like, I don't even know. Basically, we were getting closer and closer to Sydney, and we decided to leave the big traveler group because they actually went on in a different direction, and M and I once again were left all by ourselves, and we definitely needed help to kind of get into town and stuff. So I remember I went up to this like grown-ass man, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's definitely gonna be able to help us and stuff. He definitely wasn't really up to help us, let's be real. So I kind of tried to communicate like the cool girl I am. I just like flirted my way all through until he was like, okay, I'm gonna help you guys, I'm gonna take you into town. Oh my gosh, the lighting is getting even worse. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, honestly, I'm so sorry. Basically, we get into town, and immediately this guy comes up to us like, wait, you're that dude and you are that girl and you are searching for that kidnapped child. Like, I know where this kidnapped child is at. And I'm like, mind blown at this point, like, oh my gosh, what are the odds that this guy finds us? And he's like, no, it's all over the news, everyone knows about it, but no one really can do anything about it. We are trying to save your son and stuff. And he's like, we have been like kind of observing the whole situation, and your son should be totally fine, but today he is meant to kind of be given to the client of the kidnappers, or whatever you want to call it, and like she's like a horrible person and she's gonna probably like kill him and stuff. So at this point, M is starting to freak out again. I'm also starting to freak out again because like I'm so investigated in the whole story and stuff at this point, and like we're all, it's just like it's about to go down, guys. One sec, I need to change the lighting because it's like really getting really bad. Basically, this dude we just met kind of helped us to get to the place where M was actually kept hostage, and we were like looking through the window, sneaking through, and we see these two people, and they are like handing over this like lifeless looking child. Like he looks dead at this point. And I'm like, oh fuck, we traveled all the way here and we were about to save him like last minute and then this happens. And M is like beside me losing his shit. Like obviously he just saw that his son is dead. Like this kid was the only thing this man had in life. Like he lost his wife, he lost like his other children and stuff. Like it was just like, it was horrible to watch. But he was just like calming down very quickly, which wow, I could never. So he decided to just make his way back home. Like it was horrible to watch. I don't even know what to say. Like all of this going down in the city where you probably would be like, wow, nothing like that would ever happen there. And if Universal or Disney or anyone wants to make a film out of this, you know, hit me up. Basically, I didn't really know what to say in this situation. I was just like kind of done with everything. I just traveled for days with this random ass dude to Sydney to save his son who is now dead. M said goodbye and he said thank you, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so welcome, like this was an adventure and I hope you're gonna be fine and stuff. Like it was really emotional. Like I just felt such a connection to this dude and stuff, and he seemed so lonely when he left. And then there was I, just also lonely once again. I started to just kind of try to forget everything. I didn't really remember all the details of like our travels and stuff. Like as I'm explaining this to you right now, these are all memories that come back day by day, and in that moment I totally forgot everything that happened, to be honest. Just like losing my shit, losing hope in this city that I've never been to, in this country that I've never been to. I was just like totally lost and I didn't even know what to do. When I suddenly ran into this little child all by himself, like without his parents, without like family and stuff, which was kind of weird, not gonna lie, I was kind of concerned. He also kind of reminded me of someone, but in the moment I didn't really know of who. But I decided, oh my gosh, I'm gonna take care of the child, he's all by himself, I'm worried. I'm also all by myself and feeling lonely, so that's kind of a win-win situation. Anyway, I was just like kind of taking care of him. We didn't really know what to do when I suddenly remembered stuff that happened over the last few days, and I was like, oh my gosh, like M, oh my gosh, I hope he's fine, like he lost his son. And then I look at this child and I'm like, oh, this child is M's son. Like, what are the odds? Like, I thought you were fucking dead. What are you doing here? Why are you actually just like kind of a twin of your father? Like, this is weird. And in my head I was just like, I need to remember stuff. I need to remember where to find M, and I need to kind of return this child to his father and reunite them and stuff, and like, I need to stop doing this, you know? Like basically I could tell you the whole story of how we searched for M, how we found him, how I actually nearly got kidnapped and stuff, but like that's for another video. The thing that's important is that in the end I was actually able to reunite a family, and it was fucking awesome, not gonna lie. Like M seemed so happy and I was so happy because I was able to do that for him and like for the child and stuff, and also because I just like kind of finally found someone that I kind of connected with after being alone for so long, and it was just nice. Like who would have expected that kind of shit to happen when just like booking a little holiday to Australia? This stuff could be right out of a movie, like not gonna lie, it's like crazy if you think about it. It's also so lovely that as a person who normally doesn't really remember anything, I kind of remember this. Like this is a memory that I will cherish forever in my heart, and I'm so sad that I had to leave and I don't really have anything from them. Actually, you know, I think I have a picture of M in his like orange and white striped sweater and stuff, so I'm gonna pop this picture on the screen right now. Like this man is awesome. Wow, this was probably like the worst video I've ever done. Anyway, if you've actually managed to watch all through that kind of shit, I'm really happy about it. And if you also enjoyed all of that shit, please feel free to give this video a like. Also feel free to leave like anything, but especially video ideas down in the comments, because after just watching this video you probably are aware of the fact that I'm not that creative and I need your ideas. If you actually believed my story for like a single second of this video and you are now really angry at me, you can let me know on my other social medias. And yeah, to be honest, subscribe down below if you feel like it, you know. My other videos definitely are better than this one and you can check them out. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this weird AF mess up and I'm just gonna say thank you for wasting your time with me today. Okay, bye! A little story about how I nearly killed myself. You know, that house where like the girls that sell themselves for sex live at. Yeah, it looks like that. Shaking my boobies. Disgusting. Can you like tell that I didn't have social interaction at all this week or just like ever in my life?